was in the middle of a sentence, boy. Okay, so are you going to allow me to finish my sentence?
Yes. If you then answer my question.
Okay, so
why would any of that? Why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy, don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence of my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool. Bro, I was in the middle of a sentence, boy. Okay, so are you going to allow me to finish my sentence?
Yes. If you then answer my question.
Okay, so
why would any of that? Why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy, don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence of my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool.
Good morning, guys.
I was in the middle of a sentence, boy. Okay, so are you going to allow me to finish my sentence?
Yes. If you then answer my question.
Okay, so
why would any of that?
Such a wonderful day. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Exercises, 5 minutes.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Such a wonderful day today. Yesterday I make up. Now, can you watch me make up? Yesterday I make up. I want to find girl, so I make up. I think just I need for turn off this light and use this other light. Yes, this other light's better. So let's turn this one off. Make me get good. I think that's better. Far. We hear that better. Okay, guys. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. And I'm not saying all get a good night's sleep. Like, let me say, if I get a good night's sleep anyway, I just wake. So I hope saying I will do well. Yesterday, I know say some of you now watched the interview na AYV where MKY Berewa do with LAMBRANA on the hot seat. I hope say I believe say I watch the interview day. For those of you that will not watch the interview, that can go back na AYV and I go watch the interview. Certain things that they catch me by that interview day where LAMBRANA do with MKY Berewa yesterday. Certain things that they will catch me. Few days ago, I've been telling my fans them say then they build an airport. I telling my fans they say that they build an airport, and I telling my fans they say that airport today na for Fatima private jets. And yesterday, logically or psychologically, MKY Berewa confirm he say that they build airports. You know, see the airport where they build, and the airport where they build, even Alpha Cancer, they don't talk and say the government no gets your personal plane, so even cheaper for making the charter private jets than for the good with delegation. Again, and another thing back we catch me by that interview day, I get to understand from this interview with LAMBRANA and MKY Berewa that this is a newly created position, and a position where they create specially for MKY Berewa, Director of Communication. Another thing back we catch me by this interview is still they stick on one thing, say he is the Director of Communication, and he not answerable to nobody. In office stay under the presidency. He not answerable to nobody. He answerable only to the president. Where that one day back, it's troubling some to me. It's troubling some to me. For me, that means that just like when I tell people that means that he is not answerable to nobody, only the president. We're scary because it begin come with this is a like where they say it's a government within a government, because now we don't get two offices. We're answerable to nobody. They're only answerable to the president. It is right under the presidency. That is the First Lady office, and now the Director of Communication to the president. We're not answerable to nobody. And again, as it explained yesterday, now AYV, your job description now don't supersede the Minister of Information. In job description, don't supersede Keketoma. In job description, don't supersede all the other people them within the establishment. Because now in your office, it is directly under the president. And that is very troublesome for we in the diaspora. Yes, very troublesome. Very, very troubling. And people will go ask me, what do I mean by that? We all know Berewa then at this social media, and we all know say he's a SLPP segregate. Now where SLPP don't come, na power, na in Mike Berewa de SLPP. We all know say Mike Berewa na be NGC man. Yes, he was a staunch supporter of Hugh Keller. And when now that SLPP in power, Mike Berewa now na spokesman, it be they attack people them, it still they attack people them for SLPP. Now, we all know now how the government don't turn say, and now the country now na point finger country. And like what are they still name this? There was a time when Mike Berewa categorically writes on Facebook that Shiba Concepts they support Adebayo. You know, that is very, very scary, because it don't reach a point now where the country, now that they point people them and posting like Mike Berewa, where they work directly under the president, is very, very scary. For we waiting at the diaspora, we go to Sierra Leone. Another thing back we catch me on this Mike Berewa interview, where I go let for bring to people in. I go back na AYV. There was two statements read. One from Marcella Samba and another one from Dr. James. And the way in which it dismissed Marcella Samba is scary to me. Very, very scary. You know, I don't care how you want to consider Marcella Samba. She is a woman of good standing. And if you went on become the presidential spokesperson, they address a woman of standard in our Sierra Leonean society. You they dismiss them in that way just because you want to be a presidential spokesman. Not even that. Now that you was and they come for hunt you, because as you are claiming that you are the official spokesperson for the president, now you was and they come for hunt you. You want to dismiss a whole woman. Now it brings me back to this nonsense of the girl child. Just a few days ago, I said the president is fighting against women's womb. I just said it a few days ago. Now, the official spokesman who is being hired by the president, who is claiming to want to address the situation between the people and the president, is dismissing a whole human being. Not only dismissing her, but accusing her of corruption of the highest level, electoral fraud. It is very troublesome for us as Sierra Leoneans. I've not been really watching Mike Berewa's interview. I have not. But I don't know what happened yesterday. I was forced to listen to the whole thing on Keketoma's on AYV, on the hot seat. And his interview is very, very troubling. And Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora should feel very, very unsafe going to Sierra Leone, especially if you are on the opposition side. Especially if you're on the opposition side. And again, something that caught my mind on Mike Berewa's interview yesterday was when he was talking that, no, I want to deal with this issue with Marcella Samba. And when LAMBRANA was asking him about Marcella Samba, he went on to dismiss her as if she is not relevant. That's scary for us women. Because it is reaching. Now, I want you guys to realize this man is claiming he's answerable to nobody. He's answerable to nobody. His office is directly under the office of the presidency. So, in actual fact, after the president's office, the first lady's office is Mike Berewa's office. Because they are all under. He's emphasizing that he is answerable to nobody. Only the president. That's scary. That is scary. Because now you see the break in communication, and the break in leadership, and the break in structure. Now, he can talk, he is talking for, he is claiming to be the president's mouthpiece. So, who are we listening to now? A dysfunctional government. Because they have Alpha Khan over there telling us one thing. They have the minister of Keketoma. Obviously, he doesn't have a job. Fatima has taken his job. We have Alpha Saidu preaching martial law, killing our people, broad daylight. We have Minister of Information. We have Sanko coming out and bribing people to be killed in broad daylight. So it is very scary. Sierra Leone should start thinking, because this is very, 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 I don't understand. Another thing that catches my mind. All of a sudden, this president is talking about education. That was not what this president preached on when he came to power. He could not start something and he does not finish it, and he wants to start another project with the womb of the girl child. Yesterday, in our beloved country, this president and his wife, who are claiming to be the advocates for women, let me shock you all what happened yesterday in our beloved country. Maybe some of you do not know. This week is the International Week of the Girl Child, right? Okay, this week now the International Week for the girl picking them. We see say the president and the first lady been gonna be to money. We get a mayor when as woman. They don't invite him. But you want to talk about girl picking. When the same woman them, when they at the system, in at the sideline them. So who's speaking that you want to talk about now? For tell you say that a dysfunctional government, who da not go under Fatima, not get way inside this government. This not one day happen in our country. For letting they be outside the mayor in jurisdiction day, they not even invite them. But then they want to talk about girl picking. So who's can girl picking they want to talk about now? The one the way they born for let mother be kill them, picking them broad daylight and beg them like a dog, or the intelligent one them? Because it look like for say the girl picking the way that they talk about. Now then one the way they born picking them, when the president they kill them picking them and beg them like a dog. But intelligent people them, they don't want to stay inside the government. Because if like a Mike Berewa, they talk like for say Michael Samba, not important, because Michael Samba give an opinion of the way they behave in social media. Michael Samba no say with this man coming into the system, it will cause more harm than good. When everybody writes, when myself you right, when Sierra Leoneans they write, when the opinion what we get from social media, Say this man not good for the country. This man not know what he they do. I just imagine yesterday when Mike Berewa they lied to the people of Salomak yesterday. All of a sudden, Mike Berewa when he saying I'm a doctor. Even they do operation. Now yesterday saying I'm a teacher and I'm a lecturer. So now we take who stay Mike Berewa can America. Who that they be the lecture in a salon? Who that they do operation to a salon? You know, but let me tell you, our lives are at stake here. Our well-being are at stake here. Now, Uska unification, this man go bring to the country, except the way where SLPP don't divide. But I tell the Mende people for pay attention. Whether they refuse. Now, this man don't come, in other than SLPP, in the under JMB, because in the work under, exactly under the president. He not answerable to nobody. He only answerable to the president. In loyalty not to the president. In job not to the president. In job not to the people. So in job now for each with money and then he do waiting the president wants, not to waiting the people want. Because the man they make it clear. Say your job. Now the president in business. So it come back to the point that if you're not there for the president in business, then you will not be counted as a true Sierra Leonean. It's scary. Then again, one thing when they bastardized me for all this year, 5 years ago when they campaign for this president been telling me about accountability and transparency. That the two words where this president preach on, accountability and transparency. So if inside this 4 years, this president not give me accountability, he not give me transparency, then come with this kind of focused education. Education were not useful to the people them. Now that make them they tell you about in the next 10 years. But inside this 1 great year, we don't see say the education is the most bogus thing. If 2,000 people picking them, we get the best WAEC results. Can go sit for go inside IPAM. That only 40 pass the entrance result. If in a comrade them, in a for begin they cry. Say waiting there one day I don't bring cancer so. In a comrade them, in a for the cry. Say waiting there one day I don't bring cancer so. Now that make me I can tell people they say now from 4 I left school. Now I kill me teacher. I begin fall about 2. From 4. But I can challenge you when go university in a salon. Because what to do, we teach them, be they put emphasis on we education. Not a political thing. It just look like a waiting happy at MKY College. My boy, this is my page. I know how to deal with you guys, okay? It just happened like what's happening for MKY College. We know say when this president come, immediately now they get SLPP branch na MKY College. We go inside the mosque, they get SLPP branch. You go inside church, they get SLPP branch. Juju Pastor Mabu. And fake ass angel, I don't know that call her angel, Usman Mangura, Usman Kamara. Fake ass. Fake ass. Usman Mangura. Fake ass. Anyway, let us go to pastor in case. I want to talk about this Mike Berewa. No, it won't be relevant. It really won't be relevant. If you to say that to me, it become relevant. Now lie. I don't cause him Toto, so I don't know with that, but not in an obstructs me. Now make I don't want to read comments. I don't want to read comments, please. Okay, I talk about this Mike Berewa. So this pandemic I tell you about accountability and transparency. Now they can tell you about. It not be can tell we say for can go school. It not be can tell we say in a duty for the long-term benefits. When and now we don't see say even the education where they talk about is not foreseeable. You know, some of you are not going to understand. By the way, the next 5-10 years, God give an opportunity for come out. Then in a go no say waiting at me depend. That nonsense. Because when you inside MKY, some man they come out free tongue. He said me na RN, they cannot even pass LPN exam. So they go get for go turn for BLM, CNA, or MedTech. So it's scary. So, but in a today, because of in a political affiliation, in a thing to say that's the way to go. But in a think about in a picking them inside the next 5 years. Inside the next 5 years. When I don't get bogus education. Now, what will go happen to them in the next 5 years? I will tell you some of the things that will go happen. It just look like a waiting they happy now. People are going to die from preventable sickness. People are going to die from preventable sickness. We don't get qualified doctors because they're not getting the foundation. We don't get qualified teachers because they're not getting the foundation. We don't get qualified journalists because they're not getting the foundation. We don't get qualified lawyers because they're not getting foundation. And foundation starts from class 1 to class 7. Then what's it going to happen? It going to be the cycle for them one the way they come to America. We not submit the system for come and can teach you. You pick them or just mislead them. Like waiting this guy they do so right now. About this Minister of Education. Because it don't really corrupts the whole educational system. You know, when you don't know what you they do, it's very, very difficult to do that, eh? Especially where this government now pay back governments. You understand? That pay back government, not to by your qualification, not to who that get project, not to who that sabi waiting and they do we don't implement project. You don't go take somebody when no one they teach. When not know the essence of teaching, you can make a director of education. You don't go take somebody when no one they sit down a classroom, then you make a minister of education. What in that person they sabi? That person they say go take all the party they come. Now waiting they sabi, now they try for implement. But they forget say waiting they on the ground is different from waiting they sabi. Joe something I want Joe something. You be right something just now. I want to ask you one question. You sabi for kind of fake Facebook attack people them. You there inside Sierra Leone. Madam, you not give you job. It takes somebody in America when not even know about communication. It get a job. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You sit down as alone. You they attack people in a Facebook. They not give you job. You sit down as alone. You they attack people them. They not give you job. You not get your bread and butter issue settled, but you deny the attack person. You get all your Facebook page. You get all your fake page. You deny Sierra Leone. They not ever give you job. They not recognize you qualified for work within the system. But then give you data for can make a fool of yourself on social media. Then are you somebody that's important? You think to say you are somebody who important? In a way they attack people in social media, in a ought for be ashamed. Because in a all see inside Sierra Leone. They look in a all, say now all useless idiots, in a all she-goats, in a all no get better thing for do for in a life. Now make them go bring somebody out. Give the person job over in a, but in a still sit down they attack somebody. When campaign for this president for telling how in a stupid and how in an amended idiot and so Fatima go using her like a dog. You then as alone. You then as alone, you they attack people then. They not give you job. They left you like a kakana backside. They pull somebody when not sabi nothing. They can't get a job. Then you sit up back you the attack, you for shame for yourself. Because the one when not the attack, when they give job, now make guy come out. They give a motoka, they give a fuel, they give a hose, they give a money. You don't get kakana, you backside. The only thing when you get now data for can make fun out of yourself with fake page. It for itself you don't get. MKY Berewa now dollar they play with. You then I the attack na Facebook. Once you then as alone, they don't look you worthy for give you a job. Because what to do you na idiots. All the way to you sabi na for lidom. You na pathetic soul. You na a lost spam. You mama and you papa they lead up for nothing for born bastard like you. Because if they been born a good child, they be for give you a job in a salon. But they go bring another bastard, give them a job, then you sit down here, you they talk nonsense. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because you not a waste spam. You not a spam when you get no essence. Now that make the essence when you get as a waste spam, now forget insult somebody, whereas another spam, they eat money. Men they idiots. Lost spam. You know waste spam. You know they escape spam. Working for the top Uma and Gloriolo. I believe say when you mama be get you belly, you don't even know. Because if you mama be no say you get you belly, you be for nowhere to depan. You stick you ask na salon. Gary self you no get. You dey attack people in a Facebook. Good place for little self you no get. You dey attack people in a Facebook. What I know one day you kakago. You dey attack people in a Facebook. So God you get lucky you get swear. You get lucky you get swear. Because if you don't be get lucky, you don't be get swear. But all the attack when you don't attack people and them for don't give you job. But job they not give you, then take you make that log way. You know what's in that log way? Fatima in Bombo pieces, I then take make you. That pieces where they come under Fatima in Bombo, now they make you eat. Because every month when you don't come under Fatima in Bombo, it they go throw away you. You not Fatima in pad. If you not Fatima in pad, they be for give you job. But you not Fatima in pad where they put on in Bombo. So every month you get to change you. Because you not lost spam. You not then displaced spam. Then contaminated spam. Then depreciated spam. Neither you. Because if you not been better spam, you be for not get a job. But because you not contaminated spam, now that make Fatima keep you under in that log way. Every 28 days, they get for pull you and throw away you. Now the only thing where you good for they under Fatima and Bombo. Now that make you not spam paper. They not give you job, oh, but you can't hire the camp course. Because what you do, you do under Fatima and Bombo continuously. Every 5 days, when they pull in Bombo pieces, now you, they throw away you. If you not to be in Bombo pieces, you be forget job. You not go can sit down and hire the course. You not lost spam. And you not waste spam. And you not contaminated spam. And you not Fatima in Bombo pieces. So every 26 days, he go pull you and throw away you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. For can I have the cancers? When they not give you job. Because you not lost spam. You not dialogue way. You know what's in a dialogue way? Go kuto go ask. You only good for 5 days. E uza you good na under bombo. Uza ida they see. You not even good for big lipstick. Neither eyeshadow. Now pad you good for the under bombo. Kamba kankos. Yes, lost spam, waste spam, contaminated spam, depreciated spam. Now you take make am. Yes, now go back to the topic. Sometimes then you for deal with then depreciated spam then day before you can talk. Very important. First of all, I go find some coffee. Cause when me temperature can rise so no look I find juice today. What can cost me master picking is here? Private number. I can call me with so. Hello, is this another lost spam? Oh God. As I get on the down, so they can count on me with the fake private number. Just they call, they lost spam. I don't tell you. Then they call take past 15, 20 times. And I can't enjoy me in the back home. Hello? That's all. They will call me 15 times. Lost spam. Now so then lost spam then they can act. Why they telling her? Contaminated spam. And then in Africa, and wait, I will find out where they call me from. I could find out on my iPad. Africa, I do. That's what they go do. We'll call 15, 17 times. I they call Solomon so. Anyway, that company lost spam day it talk. It won't corrupt me. See, and I make a not like read comments. One read comments, it can make a comment for me topic. So do you have for in when I watch that interview day, in I go take them watch up. Lena yeri waiting MKY Berewa been the talk. Then in a digest them. And like what they telling us, so it's scary for within at the diaspora. Because when I would also say the country way, then they point finger. Hey, you, this is not me there for the government. This is not me there for the government. Again, like what telling that. According to MKY Berewa, I tell you that say that airport for party my private jets. But I don't believe. But MKY Berewa confirmed yesterday. He said afterwards, president and they get private jets. And I want telling that say they emphasize on him that in your position where he gets. Now him, he work directly under the president. So under the president's office, now we don't get 3 office day where they're not answerable to nobody. We don't get a first lady office. We don't get MKY Berewa office where they're not answerable to nobody. They're only answerable to the president. Where it's scary. It's scary. That means for say, if you and MKY Berewa did not hold on trade, you are not safe in Sierra Leone. And we all know MKY Berewa that he's a liar. MKY Berewa a lie. This president don't ever talk why be the campaign talk about education. This president been preach on transparency and accountability. And if this president not giving transparency and accountability, now that make them they try for fail all kind of way for rogue this election. And I talk to the women them. This now an opportunity for them to up and rise up against this is the most diabolic government we Sierra Leone don't ever see. This president can for play with the woman the womb. This particular president not get no regard for women. It will not be fooled. If inside this presidency in 4 years, it don't get 5 mass grave that the woman them that we they feel the picture, bunch of the pain. It has seen this government waiting and do to the marketeers na McKinney and Freetown. And then same people and they get for go vote for them back. In a member waiting and do to we brother and sisters them na Padema Road. Brother light, they murder them. Brother light, they murder them. So if Mike Berewa, they can lie to the people of Sierra Leone today, say the president, if I travel like this, then we don't wonder whose kind of message they want can give we. This is scary. Bo, come on, be bo. Private number, na so all day. I see they don't begin so all day. As I they hit Fatima Wata Bumbu, na so I don't get problem. As I begin call Fatima Wata Bumbu, I don't get problem. That's what I'm going to call all day, all night. Private number. Back to back. But anyway, maybe there's a mimi now. I can answer them. I can answer them. Ben, I can wait go so at the body unit. I open now. Ebon, then close and back. Me now one time for month they pay. Now 4 phone I get. Me 4 telephone them and they pay each $100. So you will get one. Then you they take out. You they make SIM card. Now you get problem. 4 phone I get and they pay each $100. 4. So by that I can even cut off me internet service. Yes, I can even cut off me telephone. I get Wi-Fi and I'm also want to pay kaka for free one. So tell you they reach me level. If I for you, free one. Oh, I get free Wi-Fi and I pay 1 cent. Oh, then you say that other useless ass when I get team for it. They can't tell me say you go petete. Let go for that in juju. Let go fencing for it first. Anyway, I just had a drink. So if you get juice this morning, let can drink her. Not get juice. Able buy juice. Let not go finger for it. I mean tutu. Anyway, let's finish with this Mike Berewa issue. So do you have if you not not read Mike Berewa, if you not go listen to that interview there. It's necessary for you go listen to them. Very, very necessary. Then I will really see the inside of the waiting this government plan. And I will really see and they quite telling her my baby don't can confirm and say they want buy private plane for them for go out. Then another two thing we can lie back to the people. The president the amount of padia where this president don't take. Then again, I'm gonna ask about a very important question. Is it so now you they can bridge the gap now between the people and the president? He said yes, again forget town hall meeting. Oh my god, I cannot wait for that town hall meeting. I cannot wait for that town hall meeting. Them people they are too lie. And me they appeal to the women. And they talk to the woman them. Do ya in a not buy this president in lie? This president don't take we womb as a sacrificial lamb. This president don't take the womb of women as sacrificial lamb. He just go and kill we picking them without no remorse. And we all don't get her from his wife that he get PhD in killing. Now so this same man killed Dr. Kula Samba. This same Manabio. Now so he killed Dr. Kula Samba. Now so he want kill Captain Valentine Strasser. Now so he want kill Captain Valentine Strasser. So we know, indeed, say he get PhD in killing. So I dey talk to the woman them. Let we not allow this man for take we womb them. Make tita too. This president don't mean no good for the women of Sierra Leone. All the money when wife collect for get you hands of our girls, all what he end up for, now for intimidate and embarrass opposition leaders. All their policies is wrong towards the Sierra Leonean people. And they ask the women them for rising up and rise up. Now we womb this president and make a sacrificial lamb. This president don't respect women, period. This president don't respect women, period. How on earth you go talk about the International Day of the Girl Child, then you disassociate the mayor because she's a woman? Let me check inside this president in government, how many women did they? Well, if you're not affiliated with Fatima, you don't go ever get a job. In a wise up the people them. In a wise up. The time is now. For let we get ourselves straight. The time is now. For let we get ourselves straight. If we don't begin getting ourselves now, we are ready for disaster and doom in our country. All the time when Fatima Day, Nana country, the only money when get her for get you answer for gas. What has she done with it? Who do elevate? It's all lies and fantasies. Women of Sierra Leone, do not buy this divisional government. This president not be no good. Look, for when the presidents come, just they appoint people that whether they even do the job. Look here, the ambassador of entertainment. They get ambassadorship in America. Over how many months? So it's like a payback government. They get minister of Western area for when they appoint them. They don't pay a salary. But where is she? But where is she? Nowhere to be seen. This government became, he said, it made the coffer empty. It came for can strengthen the coffer of the government. But honestly, now exploit the people that come for can exploit the country. Inside BO, young personal bills, they get 31 BO inside this government. To the point that one of the BO don't even cripple sleds. One on sleds, 9 months, they've not been paid. 9 months. The BO, they've not been paid. Because why? They don't know what they do. When they get meet establishment, they think they know it all. So they kind of scrap contracts, bring in briefcase companies. When directly connected to Gambia. Briefcase companies. And then briefcase company, they give them money, give them contracts, but they don't even know what they're doing. They're under Fatima affiliation in Gambia. So that people, they don't mess up the country. In a low wise up. We don't get 2 Sierra Leone. Now 1 salon we get. And this president, he been kind he say government for the people, by the people. But now we the get. When you go to Wataki, if you not talk Mende, you not talk Mende, you not get road for pass. You gonna go Lunge Airport, the same thing. You go UU building, the same thing. Now lecturers them, the dean of Miltimagai, they lie by other lecturers them for pull them out of the job, all because of tribalism. Now government this way mean good. Now government this will really mean good for people them. This president he can't tell me about transparency and accountability. It no be ever can tell we say we for can go school. Where after 20 years, now for know the value of education. Now because it don't fail we, they want use another strategy and talk about education culture. No, we want accountability and transparency. That is what you preached on. Now what did the president be preach on? Accountability and transparency. You hold on a minute, please. Oh God. Oh, don't make no mistakes. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry. Hold on, please. Okay. I'm done. Alright. So, like what they say, people ought to be, especially the women, who ought to be very, very concerned. Very concerned about the way things tend to go. Because now when they find out, say, about with these new policies and things that would it's scary. It's scary. And again, most of we don't know the essence of most of them. No, that one the way. That's why they tell why they talk about Fatima Bill. Now from Freetown they go just to call me. Maybe they feel to send on my phone that they use. They don't know send on my iPad that they use. Because when my phone that they use, then go they cut her off. But when I'm the iPad, that makes them not able for cut her off. So but I don't handle that situation. They know how they can do. As they know say how they talk about them. See how? Private number. That's so no more. But if you to say that my iPad that they use, that my phone that they use, they don't say that my iPad. So like what they say, my people with always in the go so also scary. And with this money appointment, it's scary for diasporans. We go to think of going to Sierra Leone. Because we all know say the government now, then they choose you, then they point finger at you. And when they point finger at you, you know say that Bamba Kayaka, that they go for Enda. So with MKY Berewa, it even scary for the Sierra Leoneans them. We don't come on at that's why when they go back to Sierra Leone, especially they want the way if you know say they are efficients. You know, it's very scary, but that's the fact. Again, I love you all and thank you. By the way, today I go dinner Trevor Young in platform. I think it's called Sierra Leone to the Top. And we go talk today that in platform on sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior, where I talked about yesterday. And by the way, I want you all guys to know it's a paid event. Then they pay me, not for free. And on Saturday, I will get a paid folk talk. That my YouTube page. Yes, now this me page. But it go only be for those who pay. And it will be $10.99. It will be 10.99. It will only be for those who paid. It's gonna be a paid event. Yes, I don't give that too much, and I not willing for give back to me. So now like I use the platform and do it in. I know how to do best. So that's gonna be on Sunday, on Saturday. It will be Saturday night. I will put up the time. And it will be only for paid events. So you go don't get for pay. I don't know almost people that they pay before I go come back. Because if 2 person don't go pay, I go see no. I expect at least if you in a year for talk this Saturday, 20 or 40 people for pay the 10.99. Yes, go pay 10.99. Then we go start them. If others that they make money out of it, why not me? So and I know willing forgive me. Well, you will not get money for pay, sorry, because that they get for be paid events. Because I'm going to go deep into talk. So I mean, you're not gonna get able to watch them. I'm being for real. You're not gonna able to watch them if you not pay. Because I go deep into some topics them where I not go bring outside, and because that one in a paid event, people go and forget. You they pay on Facebook. Just the way I get an event yesterday. I think I get 13 people were interested. Nobody not pay. But this wire for Saturday, you have to pay already. You go don't pay already. So I go do the flyer and put them out there. So if you want to be in that folk talk on Saturday, oh wow, 7 o'clock, Millman. That's strange. If you want to be on that on Friday, on this week Casella Kitchen page, it will be 10.99. You go pay online, yeah, and then we go get a good time. Because like what they telling you see, I've been here for almost an hour, right? This is my Facebook page, right? And yeah, now you can donate to me, but nobody not donate to me. You see, if now other people are now, then you see, yeah, now you can donate. Yeah, this now also you can donate. Let me show you guys. When you got on my Facebook page, you get opportunity for donate na yeah. You see, I na the give star na other side them. Na so. Na yeah, you go give me star. But nobody know they donate to me, see? Yeah? Nobody. Yeah. Okay. Even if you want to subscribe, you can. You see? So I want to give you star, but you know can have YouTube. If you can have YouTube na there, I monetize. So we need for support each other. Hey, my dear brother, now if you don't pay, why they do me fuck talk now? It's gonna be all from now. Every time I do fuck talk, it's gonna be a paid event. No, I never do a free again because I don't give people a service too free. Then they accept them. Whereas others they make money before then I insult me they get. So now later they get the insult, they get the money. Yeah, but now they get the money, they get the insults. It not make no sense. So now my events could be paid. So I do one on Saturday. Yes, it will be 10.99. If I get 20 people, I'm doing it. If I don't get 20 people, then I'm returning the money back. Yeah, because normally where they do I will get thousands of people watching. But if 20 people pay, then I know say yes, they are ready. But other than that, nah, I will not do it. I don't ever talk fuck talk out again. The only time I will talk fuck talk now as a paid event. Like now 5 people pay. Now they go enjoy the benefits. I mean, talk not to free anymore. Anyway, I love you all, and you have a blessed day. And please, I want asking, please, my friends, please, my family, and I know say this me Christmas party they come. I not begin collect the money yet. I not begin collect nothing yet. But I know say with in a help and in a blessing, we go make and work. And I will put 2 numbers then down, not to now. We're ready. Go out and try to do something this few days. I will put 2 numbers then down because I know say Boko I get Nasagalin in a day. Boko I go able to help me out for buy rice, for buy oil, for buy sugar, for buy salt, anything when I can afford. I go appreciate that a whole lot. So again, I go asking that for please do all you can to help me out for making them picking in Christmas wonderful. Me, I don't get foundation and I don't care about foundation. Always I do now for them picking him. And like a bow, I be don't use for the door with Henry Tamina. Every year we Henrietta they gonna go where they do in Christmas party for people them and they contribute. So I just take up on myself that this year with all waiting them picking they don't see, let them get a jolly good Christmas. I love you all and you have a wonderful day. In and out.